So, good day, ma'am. Good day, classmates. This is the chapter 12, Tradition, Progress, and Utopia. So, what is tradition? Tradition, in the words of Edward Shields, 1981, encompasses anything transmitted or handed down from the past to the present. Tradition have usually been thought to denote continuity between generations, things that have been transmitted from one generation to the next, but the line between the traditional and the merely fashionable is often indistinctive. So, tradition is anything passed down from the past to present. This includes custom, practices, beliefs, or institutions that continue over time. So, traditions, for example, like Christmas, celebrating Christmas with the family, like kada tuig gyud na siya, di gyud na siya nimo makuan bitaw ma-stop. Okay, mo naman yung tradition as a family member sa usa ka clan ninyo. So, traditionalism can take three forms: continuity with the past. This means keeping things as they are to maintain stability, emphasizing the importance of traditions and customs. Reclaiming the past, radical traditionalists want to go back to an earlier time, believing that things have gotten worse and most fixed by returning to better times. Change to conserve. This approach accepts change when it helps preserve important values, arguing that some changes are necessary for survival and progress. Defending the status quo, desire to conserve. Anglo-American conservatism emphasizes preservation and continuity with the past, a defense of status quo. Michael Oakeshott, in Rationalism in Politics, 1962 to 1991, argued that to be a conservative is to prefer the familiar to the unknown, the prefer the tried to untried, fact to mystery, the actual to the possible, the limited to the unbounded, the near to the distant, the sufficient to the superabundant, the convenient to the perfect, present laughter to utopian bliss. So conservatism, especially in Anglo-American politics, supports preserving the existing way of life because it is familiar and stable. For example, defending our current healthcare system, despite its flaws, ato gyud siya i-defend kay naka-free healthcare magud ta. If natay sakit, wadto ra tag mga hospital diri sa Dipolog, free raman siya gud. So it means ato na siya i-defend para nang kuan puhon ng mga generations di gyud na siya mautro na puhon wa nay free. Role of custom. Custom or long established practices provides order in traditional societies and developed societies. Customs often gain legal authority as in English common law, which recognizes customs as law if they have existed since time immemorial. Customs reflects popular consent and legitimacy because people accept it as it has always been that way. So in many societies, customs or long-established practices help create order and stability. In developed society, some customs even have legal power. In England, common law is based on customs that have existed for centuries, which help guide legal decisions. Importance of traditions. Edmund Burke, in Reflection on the Revolution in France, 1790 to 1968, views society as a contract that includes past, present, and future generations with traditions embodying the wisdom of ages. J.K. Chesterton calls this as a democracy of the dead, arguing that ignoring tradition disregards past generations' contributions. Burke argued that society is like a contract between the living, the dead, and the future generations. Traditions carry the wisdom of the past, which guide current decisions. For example, Burke believed that ignoring past traditions would ignore the wisdom of previous generations who helped shape societies. Respecting the traditions of government structures, for example, in UK, the monarchy, which has been part of the national identity for centuries. Wagi siya na otro sa unahan to drone. Maong if mo ignore ka sa past, murag imo bitang i-abolish ang mga karaang tradition para sa new generations. Function of tradition. Oakeshott asserts that the tradition ensures social institutions work better by operating within established rules and practices, providing a reliable guide for present conduct and a valuable inheritance for future generations. Critique by Thomas Paine. In The Rights of Man, 1791 to 1987, Paine argues that reverence for tradition imposes the authority of the dead over the rights and freedoms of the living, restricting democratic principles. Paine argued that reverence for tradition can restrict people's freedom and rights. He believed that each generation should have freedom to make its own decision without being bound by the past traditions. Paine believed that rights of the living should not be controlled by outdated ideas from the past like slavery. So for example, ang ato ang tradition karon di gyud siya silbi like mukuha ta gyud sa past. For example, slavery sa mga black people sa white American. Ang mga black people gislave siya sa mga white American sa una na ultimo mo vote dili gan nila mabuhat kay sila murag low kay ila ang moral kaysa sa mga white American na sila ag nasa tataas gud sa ila ang hierarchy sa una. Despotism of custom. J.S. Mill warns against the despotism of custom where uncritical respect for the past limits intellectual exploration and acceptance of the status quo, foreclosing on debate about future possibilities. Mill warned that uncritical respect for tradition can present progress. If we always do things the way they've always been done, we limit new ideas and change. If a community always follows traditional gender roles without questions, it might prevent individuals from pursuing careers or hobbies that break from those norms. For example, if ang ato ang respect sa tradition, di gyud siya muutro. For example, sa una, ang mga bayi sa una, wala sila rights to suffrage, wala sila rights na mo vote para sa ilang own kaugalingon. Kay sa una patriarchal ang hierarchy sa usa ka balay, so silbi ang babayi nang di na siya pwede mag-eskwela, magtrabaho, nagna siya sa balay, wa siya buhaton balay nang kining magbantay sa mga bata, ultimo mag-vote para sa ilang kaugalingon, para silang rights, dili gay nila mabuhat. So maong lindot gid nang kining ma-break ang norms, dili gid siya kining dapat mulihok gid ang traditions. Reclaiming the past. Backward-looking change. Unlike traditionalism, radical traditionalist politics seek change that looks to the past rather than preserving continuity. Reactionaries aim to break with the immediate past and return to an idealized period in history, viewing recent history as decay and corruption. Radical traditionalists seek to return to an idealized past that they believe was better than the present. They are dissatisfied with the current state of things and want to go back to an era they believe was more stable or moral. For example, right, mo reclaim sa past, like, balikan bitaw nila ang past na kay ila ang utrohon og balik ang nakuan dito. Ingon aga ni mga radical traditionalist. So, silbi ang dili pod sa na, for example, sa una, it's a people power revolution. Kundi nang like for example, ang mga tao karon na nakabutar ni former Ferdinand Marcos, nagkuan gyud sila na bitaw murag magkuan sila sa galingon na hala, kuan man di ay kining like maot bitaw kay siya. Inoon history gyud siya sa Pilipinas, pero di man gud pod wala pod agatong pag kaning gikuan sa mga military sa una sa mga Pinoy na maskig kapwa Pilipino sila, ano bitaw gikuan sila, gislave sila kaning ultimo kining ila ang rights wala gyud tanan, ultimo mga magsasaka nang paayuhon sila og kining na gyud trabaho ra gyud wag sila sweldo like gamay ra kayo, di gyud sila equal. Maong ang mga kuan, ang mga tao ganahan sila mabalik to para di nila mabuhat tong nakabutar sila og di maayo. Dissatisfaction with the present, reactionary politics often reflects discontent with the present and distrust of the future, idealizing a golden age as a contrast to current traditions. Radical traditionalists often look to an golden age in the past, believing it was a time of purity and stability. However, this view can be distorted and unrealistic. Many conservatives might idealize the Victorian era in England, forgetting about its problem like extreme poverty or lack of rights for women and children. Edmund Burke, 1721-1797, was a Dublin-born UK statesman and political theorist, considered the father of Anglo-American conservatism. A Whig politician, Burke sympathized with the American Revolution but criticized the French Revolution and in Reflections on the Revolution in France 1719. Burke supported classical economics like Adam Smith and representation based on mature judgment. His views are further explored in An Appeal from a New to Old Whigs 1791 and Letters on Regicide Peace 1796 to 1797. Burke was a key figure in Anglo-American conservatism. He believed in gradual change and the importance of tradition in preserving society. Burke supported the American Revolution because it aimed to preserve traditional rights, but he criticizes the French Revolution because it sought to overthrow traditions and create radical change. Past as a model, not as a blind reverence. Radical reactionaries often select aspects of the past that aligns with the current goals instead of maintaining past institutions solely for their longevity. Nostalgia and myth of the Golden Age, the desire to turn back the clock, often stems from nostalgic and romanticized view of the past, portraying it as a stable and idealized. Golden Age of escapism. Seeking comfort in a mythic past may reflect escapism where each generation laments on the loss of the preceding era's virtues. However, past lessons may not translate to the present due to the unique social, economic, cultural, and political circumstances. So, for example, agatong agatong galing election 2022 elections about Marcos, about BBM ng present president of the Philippines. People who voted for Marcos believe that the golden era of Marcos in the former president Marcos Senior era, they believe that it was the kining lindot daw kayo ag dito kay dato daw kay ang Pilipinas na ang mga infrastructure ato na time kay daw lindot jud kayo daghan kinabuhat si Marcos. Yes, daghan man nabuhat si Marcos, for example nagatong Lang Center of the Philippines, but kining naman gud to siya good short term naman gud to, di siya maingon na long term gyud to kay agkatong agkatong tunga-tunga sa iya ang yang agreeing ng presidency of former President Marcos Senior, kining di man gud siya okay. So maong mga tawo murag makuan nas lang kagalingon na ganahan sila ato, pero ganahan sila ato silbi wa man gud sila nahilabtan gud atong atong ag sa mga batas militar maong like ila gid siya romanticize agkato na era. Change in order to conserve. Acceptance of inevitable change. Progressive conservatism recognizing that resisting inevitable change can be futile and may even provoke upheaval. Burke's a state without the means of some change, he also proclaimed, is without the means of its conservation. Burke argued when the French monarchy's refusal to change sparked the French Revolution, and he praised the English monarchy's flexibility as seen in the Glorious Revolution of 1688. This idea promoted by Edmund Burke, the change in order to conserve, says that something change is necessary to preserve what is important. If you resist change completely, it could lead to a greater loss in the future. For example, the revolution of the people power in EDSA. Ang pagpanaog sa presidency of former Marcos Sr. and the bago ang constitution. So, silbi, if dili na to siya makuan, ma-change, basig karon hantod ron napagyapunta sa iyaang presidency batas military ng Japon wala tay freedom na to vote, freedom sa tanan. Maong makonserve ang Philippines agi sa atong constitution na nabago siya pero kana bitong like tradition pag yun Japon kaayo na di gyud mawala sa mga Pinoy na traditional ang huna-hunaon. So maayog yung mag-change ta sa ato ang constitution sa tanan natong sa mga presidents inana. Enlightened traditionalism, unlike reactionary conservatism, which views history systematically, enlightened traditionalisms accept change as a natural process beyond human control. Burke saw history as shaped by a divine or natural order, suggesting that it is wise to adapt to the inevitable flow of events rather than resist it. This philosophy says that change is part of life. Rather than resisting it, we should adapt to it. By accepting changes that come naturally, society can preserve its core value. For example, accepting the idea of universal suffrage or voting rights for everyone in the Philippines was a way of adapting to modern values while still holding onto democratic traditions. The philosophy of change in order to conserve has, for example, enables conservatives to come to terms with constitutionalism, democracy, and at times social welfare and economic interventions. Challenges of reform for conservatives. For conservatives, discerning between natural changes that should be accepted and others should be resisted is challenging. Burke emphasized that it is easier to recognize the need for reform after a revolution has occurred. Additionally, reform can sometimes prompt more radical demands for a change, as was seen in the Soviet Union in the 1980s where Gorbachev's reforms led to call for even greater freedom and eventually the collapse of regime. So for example, agatong after na panaog ni Marcos sa ang presidency sa una, ang constitution na utro giutro sa mga sa under ni Aquino sa una, so silbi ang atong constitution na utro siya ron, so murag democratic na ta og republican state na ang tanan makabuton na gyud na dili lang sa presidency president ag mga tanan ag kining yaang mga rules. So silbi kining ma-feel na to ang satisfaction na na murag na gyud rights ang tanan na dili gyud siya na gi-change lang bitaw agi sa constitution sa before kaysa atong sa 1987. That's all, thank you.